Attack the enemy! Victory is ours!
Hello everyone, and welcome back for some more high-tier British tank battles with another 300% research booster. Like I said in the other high-tier British tanks 300% research booster video, it's very handy that you can get these from winning either the Air Assault PVE or the Tank Assault PVE arcade events. So I make sure I get those done every single day because it takes a little bit of time and you can very easily end up losing money from the battles, but still, it's worth it for the research boosters. And sometimes you get a Silver Lion booster, but if you win it, you generally get a 300%. So either way, you can make good use of that if you need Silver Lions. You can definitely make good use of it in tanks, because as we all know, the tank RP payouts are not that great. However, if you have a pretty good battle with a 300% research booster, they get a lot better, as you will see. And as you can probably tell by the video title and the thumbnail. It's also always nice to get a domination map, especially one where you can reach the points easily, because that's a great way to get some research, especially with a large research booster. This is the last video I have out of the backlog that I had to work on for all the grinding and videos that I did for the 1.69 update. So this is the final video from the end of May. Actually, check that. This one is from June 8th. Sorry. This video is from June 8th. It is the last one from the backlog of my videos to work on since the 1.69 patch came out, though. So, rolling up to see, there's obviously some enemies up ahead. Although, he got destroyed right before I pulled up into position to see him. So, get the cap at the C point without too much bother. Did lose a teammate, but at least our team was able to knock out the guy who knocked him out right afterwards. So right away already, the 300% research booster is not a waste as long as I get at least a capture or a kill and I get something out of it. Obviously, I want, you know, a 17-kill game with 6 captures and 12 assists, but those are a little harder to come by. Pick up an assist on the Leopard there. Couldn't quite get the reload in time to give a better shot into him, although I thought that shot should have done more damage. I did at least put a bit of damage onto him, and hilariously see a Panzer 3 or 4 down there, which was a real player. And I had just enough of his commander's hatch pimple to shoot at and get a critical on him to get myself another assist coming up. Took a pretty good hit that took out my turret drive, though, so ducked behind this rock here to repair, and then the tank just caromed right up the rock, which I thought was funny. And I just left it there, chancing that the STB or Type 74 that I was just shooting at wouldn't come up here and blast me in the side. Plus I had teammates there, so it paid out this time, but ordinarily I would back down off of the rock and try to get a slightly better, more safe position to repair. Repairs complete, thankfully. Move back out into the battle. A wild Yag Tiger appears. Got a pretty good hit on him. Didn't quite get the ammo detonation that I was hoping for. There's the Type 74 knocked out, so that was good. My reload is a bit slowed down now since I don't have a loader anymore. Get a second hit, knock out 2 more crew on the Ag Tiger, and decide to not waste my time firing at him again and just move on and capture the A point, as we are now losing the B point. Also, my loader is just taking too long, so better to reload while I'm moving. I love that chat there. That was one of the funnier random moments of this video. Yet another hit on a tank. That is one problem with using APDS. Sometimes you don't always get kills with it. If you hit the ammo, you're pretty good with it, but if you don't hit the ammo, boy, it can really be a pain. Got my 3rd assist there, so even not killing AI can pay out pretty well, as long as you just hit them enough that you get an assist off of them. It pays out. It's little bits, but multiplied by 300%, it's not that bad. So I tend to shoot the AI if I see them, even if I can't kill them. If I think it's going to give my position away, or if I think there's a more important target around, like a player or something, I won't shoot them, I'll hold off. But if they're going to shoot at me and mark me, I generally will plink the AI as well. And even though, like I said, the Conqueror is quite a bit faster than the Chieftain Mark III and getting started, it's still not a very mobile tank. Now, it is a heavy, of course, yes. But goodness, when you drive the Brits a lot at high tiers, it can get pretty frustrating how hard it is to get them to move and maneuver, especially if you're trying to climb any sort of elevation and turn at the same time. It's near impossible. And you just have to do about a 70-point turn to make it happen. And that gets old after a while. I do still enjoy my high-tier British tanks, but occasionally I've got to take a break from them and drive something else that's got better maneuverability. Whether it's Russian or American or German, I take a break occasionally, or even just play airplanes instead, but I do still like the British tanks. They've got very, very good guns, and they've got pretty good armor. Just wish their engines were better. So back to some action here. Roll up over the top of this hill. Just missed the ammo on that Tiger, although I didn't take time to really properly aim. As I'm rolling up to the B point, to what looks like an empty B point. And it is. Waiting for the reload to come in on this Tiger 105, even though it's AI, because RP is RP, and if you've got an RP multiplier, get all the RP you can get, because it's all going to get multiplied by 300% and then give you 4 times what your actual score would have been in the end. Got a hit on his ammo finally there. So right now, got myself and the Centurion in the B point. And we both just get absolutely rocked by an F-86 F-30. Double kill for him, so nice shooting. However, I did get 2 base captures and 3 assists, so not too bad. Was going to come back in my Conway and decided, alright, we've got the caps fairly well handled, what we don't have is any SPA right now, so I'm going to come back in my Falcon. Because at the moment, we've got one other SPA besides myself, and the more you've got shooting at something like an F-86, F-30 with HFARs, the better. Because those are dangerous. Dangerous as hell. And so are CL-13s with M3 50 cals after the 50 cal buff, because he killed me in almost no time at all. So I was a little disgusted there, and I was going to come back in my Chieftain just to go and capture the C point. And then I decided, yeah, you guys are right, we actually do need AA. So back in AA again, spare Falcon, after I just had one get wiped out. And thankfully I looked over just in time to see a Horton go by. And after a quick sweep of the sky, turn around, reacquire the Horton, and actually let him have it. Not too bad from behind the weeds and everything, and from a fair distance. Shot at him till the gun barrels were about to overheat, and did enough damage that took him out. So there's one aircraft down, so at least I'm 1 for 1 in my kill-to-death ratio with the Falcon so far. And again, I am moving up towards the C point like I was going to do with the Chieftain Mark III, but this time with the Falcon. However, the Falcon is not going to make it there in time since it's already mostly captured. There is an enemy medium tank up there right on top of the C point, but I'm pretty confident our guys have got it handled. And if they don't, I do have the AP rounds. I don't have the HVAPs yet. I'm really looking forward, or the APDS rather, for the Falcon, and I'm very much looking forward to getting those ammo belts, but it is going to be a slower grind because, well, I don't drive the Falcon until I've been killed in something else. But I do have AP rounds at least, so Horton number 2 goes flying over, and I try to track him. He gets behind the hills and just keeps on running, apparently, because I never do see him again. There's the Leopard that was at C defeated. Now I've got a reasonable amount of ammunition left that I can set up camp over here off the spawn point and try to just watch the skies and try to keep somewhat of a watch over for enemy aircraft here. And this is actually a pretty good spot, all things considered. You've got pretty good visibility in 360 degrees. You're in a decently open bowl here. And it's low enough terrain around you that you can actually mostly see enemy aircraft coming from a reasonable distance. Now, from this direction here, you're not going to see them until it's almost too late, but at least once they fly over your right, coming from behind me right now, you can still track them pretty far heading away from you, so it's not the worst position. Got a little bit of cover right here from any tank coming from their spawn. It's actually not that bad, and even these weeds aren't that high that you can look at a fairly reasonable angle, still be able to see up to the sky and track enemy aircraft going by. So not too bad of a spot to sit with SPAA, actually. And this poor HE-219 just didn't know what he flew into. And there's kill number 2. Did enough damage to him to mess with his flight controls, I do believe, and that took him in. So now I've got 2 kills for 1 death with my Falcon, so spawning in the spare Falcon was actually worth it. It's always a gamble if you're going to bring in a spare vehicle to see if it's going to be a waste or not. This time at least it paid off and certainly helped with the 300% research booster, so I was definitely happy that I was able to pick off a couple of aircraft with my Falcon. And then drive in to hang out at the spawn point just to be able to reload ammo if I needed to, because I was down kind of far, although 230 rounds is still a reasonable amount of ammo to deal with at least 1 aircraft. And that'll be that. No more action to be had. But, again, 300% research boost. Hard to argue with when you have a decent enough battle. So as you can see, 12,864 vehicle RP. Quite tasty. And that went a long ways towards my Chieftain Mark V. So this was after I'd finished the Vickers MBT, and that was quite a good chunk of research. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. Don't forget to play those tank or air assault events once per day and get those research or silver line boosters. It's worth the effort you put into it, I think. Worth the time commitment. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day.